here in Colorado's indoor practice field during their second and final bye week of the 2025 season. Brian, we had some media availability today. Yaya Tia, who goes by Yo-Yo, and he said that he doesn't really have a preference between the two, but more people do call him Yo-Yo, as well as Omarion Miller spoke to us as well. They're clearly not going to come out and say that we've quit on the season. I've never had that happen in 20 plus years doing this. They're saying the right things, but it's still it's just playing for pride at this point.
Yeah, I will say that they didn't look like a team that quit out of West Virginia last week. I thought they played a much better football game, and I think West Virginia is maybe not as good as not maybe they're not as good as Utah and probably not as good as in Arizona. So the competition wasn't as great, but they still came out and showed some pride. And whether it was playing for Julian Lewis or whatever it was, they showed some pride. And so you would hope, and Buff fans would hope, that the next game's at home against Arizona State, that they'll show some of that as well. And Omarion mentioned some of that. Look, we still want to. There's things we want to play for, and they want to win games. And I think it's important for this program to not go into the offseason with a 5-game losing streak. I mean, we'll see how much these guys can do to stop that. But this is a team that have proven this season they can win. They can beat good teams, and they can play with good teams. So I don't put it past them to win either of these next two games.
And there's still a lot of intrigue from the fan base to watch Julian Lewis and see how he does these next 2 weeks. We talked after the game about how poised he was in the post-game press conference, and Bucky put out some video of that. He was very emotional after the game, and I thought that was a great sign that the care factor is there with him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a kid that doesn't know how to lose. I mean, he didn't, 2 state title game appearances in his 3 years at Carrollton. So he doesn't know how to lose. I mean, he is a winner. Most of these guys were in high school. And I think that he's a guy, he's bringing in that energy I think the Buffs need. And, we'll see how much that carries through these next 2 games. And hopefully Julian stays and that carries on to next year. But, yeah, he was fun to watch the other day.
And one of his favorite targets is clearly Omarion Miller. They were even audibling on some plays because you can tell that Julian trusts Omarion getting the ball a little bit more vertical, as we've seen here with Brett Bartolone calling the plays. Still just it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back with Omarion, though. Yeah. And it's like you're really ready, waiting for him to find his stride. He did say that he's dealing with a hand injury right now, so I guess the injury bug is still kind of affecting him on some level. But he's so talented, Brian. It's not all there yet.
Yeah, it's not. And he's putting together, I wrote something earlier this week, he's putting together statistically a pretty good season for the Buffs. I mean, I think it's only the 15th player in CU history to have at least 650 yards and 7 touchdowns. And there's 2 games left, so he's going to hit some even rarer air if he continues what he's doing right now. So statistically, he's having a good year. But I asked him about, he's the most penalized individual player on this team right now, through 10 games. And it's only 5, but that's the most of any individual player on this team. And so, that's concerning. A receiver shouldn't lead you. Usually you're thinking that's the offensive lineman with the false starts and holding, but that's a wide receiver that's leading you. And he's not the only one. I mean, it's been an unusual year, I think. There's been a lot of receiver penalties, right? And so it's kind of an interesting year in that regard. But he talked about that. That's kind of one of the next steps for him to become that more complete player.
Yo-Yo is a character. He's got a big personality. He's somebody that Coach Prime has really warmed up to and developed a great relationship with. Comes over from England. He's originally from Egypt. Certainly not the typical path to playing college football. Came in a little robbed just as a result of not having that experience. Like, somebody that's playing Georgia high school football for 4 years is going to have coming out here. But he kind of found his groove a little bit, was able to redshirt last year, got his feet wet in a couple games. We've seen the versatility from him really shine this season, everywhere from jumbo tight end to guard to a little center as well.
Yeah, and he's a guy that in a very quick manner has made himself into a valuable piece on this team. I think, going back to last year and coming where he came from and the lack of experience, like, is this guy ever going to play here? I mean, what kind of role would he ever have here? But, man, when he's gotten in there, he's played well. I mean, I think he's done a pretty solid job. And last week, Jordan Seaton's out. And Andre Roy has some penalty issues. And all of a sudden it's like, Yo-Yo, get in there. And he played well. And so when you have a versatile lineman like that, I mean, Kareem Harden's another one. Those two guys, when you have guys that can play multiple spots, that's huge.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be a big part of that group the next 3 seasons here. And he talked about kind of having this young core that they're rallying around. I'm anxious to see in spring ball how Carday Smith is coming along, Chauncey Gooden. Those were pretty highly regarded guys coming in here, and fortunately you didn't have to rush those guys into action too quickly. But yeah, there is a nice little core there of young guys on that offensive line.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting and fun to watch those guys. I mean, Chauncey's a guy that he looked the part right away.
Yeah.
He got here and you're like, whoa, this guy. He's physically he can handle himself. Cardi Smith was, I think, the opposite. It was more of like he needs that year to redshirt. He's starting to play a little bit more on special teams, and now that they're down the last 4 games, they can play those guys a little bit. But I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys do because they're going to lose a lot of linemen. I mean, I think is it 7 or 8 senior offensive linemen that they're in there last year, and so they're going to lose a lot of guys. You hope Jordan Seaton's back, but the rest of that line pretty much is gone, and so you're going to need guys like Yo-Yo and like Carday Smith and Chauncey Gooden.
How does the bye week look for you? Getting a chance to do anything fun?
No, not really. Just relaxing a little bit and enjoying some family time, and I'm not doing a whole lot. And it's nice to have these bye weeks. I like having 2. We've talked about it before, but it's nice to kind of reset once and then have that one more reset before that final push.
Yeah. I'm the same. I missed out on our youngest cheer. She's in the competitive cheer. We missed her showcase last weekend, but they've got an event down in Denver, a competition. So just being able to be a regular dad for a weekend is going to be nice. And on the drive down here, Brian, I saw the McRib is back. So we got that going for us this week as well.
Hey, anytime that's back, that's a good thing, right?
Are you? It's a very polarizing fast food sandwich. Are you pro or anti McRib?
I don't have a strong feeling either way, but I would say pro. I think it's a pretty solid sandwich.
It tastes good. I do sometimes wonder what exactly I'm eating.
But I think that's the case anytime you're eating fast food. So
That's true.
So, I mean, it's probably one of the better fast food sandwiches.
All right, well, try to enjoy your bye week and get a McRib if you can. I'm going to do that. It's not a sponsor, but, it's a delicious.
It could be.
All right, we'll be back with more analysis before the Buffaloes get back in action against Arizona State next weekend.